guys, this is Crap Hunter and welcome to patch 8.5! Woo! This is the new patch 8.5 and I will be showing you the features of this new patch, and also I have a couple of games in the Tiger, or Koningstiger, and it shall be fun. So, let's get off to a good start. The Germans have been made profitable by this because you've got the leopards and some of the best looking medium tanks I have seen in this game so far. Let's go through the let's go through the lower tiers before we get up to the top so we can work up the awesomeness. So, we have been given a whole host of new German tanks. First of which is the VK201D, or DB, or Daimler Benz. So, pretty impressive. Combat, testing revealed a number of serious faults. Okay, so, you can see, this tank isn't so good. Its armor is 50 at the front, 30 at the sides, 40 at the sides, 30 at the rear. Turret isn't so great. Armor is improved though, at the front. And it just adds another option if you're going through that tank line, because if you become the Panzer II G, you get to become that, which is quite cool. So I look forward to seeing that in battle. I might get it, I might not, who knows. Either way. So then you get this selection of tanks. Now luckily, before patch 8.5, I was able to research the VK302DB, which is why it's there, and these are there. I was kind of concerned that I actually wouldn't be able to have this, and the thing would says, well, it's, you know, you've already researched it, but you have to research it again. So luckily, I don't have to worry about researching it, which actually saves me a tier's worth of work. Huzzah! However, for those of you who weren't able to get to their VK302DB, you've now got to grind through these tanks. That one's already been added, but these two, actually no, it's just one. So one tank here, 3001 DB, which is the first one. To be honest, it would make more sense if that was there, but whatever. So, it's looking pretty impressive. What kind of guns do you get? You get the L70. So that must be nice. So you're grinding your way from that towards this, and then you get the upgraded version. Then of course, because I've unlocked most of the things, all I'd have to worry about is tracks and turret and go, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, and this is just for this is something of a bit of a problem though. With these tanks, your engines won't be able to be compatible with many of the other tanks. For example, the VKOH. You can research and it does it for all of these tanks. Like, look at the amount of compatibility engine-wise. I think it's a different brand of engine, a bit like a Merlin versus a Ford engine. I'm not too technically minded with these things, but the VK still is quite a nice tank, and I reckon the only issue is this engine problem, but whatever. So, yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Now, on to the first of many awesome things. The Indian Panzer is very interesting. Ah, Indian Army. That's impressive. So you can see this is very interesting, because it's got 1,300 points. Its armor is actually quite impressive. 90 on front and different turret armor. Luckily you don't have to research any other turret, which is quite nice. So all you have to worry about is just getting the treads and the gun, which saves a lot of time. I'm looking forward to this thing because you get the long 88, and I reckon with this tank, the long 88, yeah, you're gonna have fun with this thing. I reckon I'm going to have fun with this tank. Oh, I'm looking forward to this thing already. I'm going to grab that and I'll be like, yo, I got an Indian. And it looks very good. So let's have a look at the stats. We've got 500 engine horsepower. Oh, fair enough. We'll have to grind to grab this one, though. 630, yeah, very much an improvement. You also get this engine, which is quite this radio because it's quite interesting. It's another radio, and it's the first time I'll have to grind a German tank radio for like about a year. Shocking. So yeah, there's that one for you. So you get about 10 more meters worth of radio, which is quite nice to be fair. Speed limit is quite fast. Traverse speed is very good. Hull is okay. The hull is not so good, but it's lots of angles. Very much. You can see on the front there, its design it favours the angled approach, and to be honest, it'll be nice being in a decent German medium tank. I actually haven't got, at least high tier wise, I haven't really got a high tier German medium tank. So this will be very good. And obviously with a long 88, it'll do a fantastic job anyway. Now let's have a look at the gun that if you can research through. So 18,000 is quite a bit, but I reckon decent few matches. Holy crap. That's good. That's good. That's very good. I reckon what's going to happen is you'll probably get to that stat. And I don't know, so if you guys know better than I do what this means, and I'm going to throw a guess out there. This is the performance of the gun if you're in this tank. So you've got a 2.9 aiming time, not really great, but whatever, and 3.4 accuracy, which isn't bad, but, you know, very good, but obviously the 212 pen, definitely going to be awesome on that. So yeah, that's good. 90mm worth of gun will definitely, especially in these kind of matches, I'm looking forward to seeing how this tank will do, because I reckon a fair amount of people are going to go for this tank. This is a good tank. Very good tank. Now, of course, we're going to the Leopard. This is tier 9. We are really going somewhere with this thing. So you get the 90mm gun, which will do you quite well for a long period of time, and you have to get used to that, because you're going to have to get the Leopard's tracks turret, which, let me think. Oh no, you can just grind towards that one, but the armor on that one is no different to that one. What's your view range? 400 versus, yeah, okay, so you're going to get more of a view range. Can you turn faster in this thing? Yeah, I don't know. But either way, you're probably going to end up having to grab that one as well. So, yeah. And the radio as well, 750! Crap, that's good. So you can see, this tank is more for scouting at times, as well as being a pain in the arse for heavies. I sense the mouse may have problems here. And of course, this is the tank everybody's been talking about, the Leopard 1. It's the big, famous German tank in a post-war Europe that really set the standards for German engineering again. It's more than 10 countries, very popular, very good. How big's the crew? Only 4 people. And it has definitely got advantages. Its hull armor is very low, but I suppose it makes up for that in more so with its gun. And my god, having watched a video about it, I couldn't believe it. And I mean, you've got 105mm worth of gun, so that's pretty powerful. 6 rounds a minute. I know for a fact that once you get some modules and extra stuff set up, you'll be fine. 268 worth of penetration, so definitely good on that. If you have premium, even more. 390 on the damage-o-meter, that's quite nice. Holy crap, look at that accuracy. This thing is like, you'll hit a peanut on like a barn with this thing. And the aiming time as well, this tank is just going to be fantastic. And oh, would you look at that, British gun, what a surprise. Anyway, so there is probably what I would call the better of the two for medium German tanks. I think the E50 has kind of seen its day now, and I don't think we'll be seeing many more of these. Of course, the E50 has the advantage of armor, but in comparison to the Leopard just wins hands down. Just amazingly well. Now, unfortunately, this does lead to the problem of German scout tanks. Now, you may notice what this thing is, and I will just get to it. But before we do, let's do a little history. Now, before this patch, there was this one tank called the Leopard tank, and I've actually used this thing, and I found it to be quite horrible. Yes, quite horrible indeed. Its gun was inadequate. This is definitely an added bit to it. Its gun was inadequate. Its speed meant that it wasn't very fast. I mean, look, 60. And especially since it's now tier 5, because this used to be tier 4. Don't forget, a while back, this used to be tier 4, and this was the kind of best thing you could grab. Oh, this was that tier 4 best thing for tier 4 German scout tanks, which, let's face it, was terrible. The gun was inadequate, the turret was inadequate, everything about it was inadequate. This is the shit stain of all German scout tanks. It was just horrible. I tried grinding through this thing, and I just gave up. I just hated this thing. I really did. Of course, for those out there, tier 5, the VK201H, or VK2NE801. This is the thing which many people would just ditch. I mean, you could grab the L48, and bearing in mind at tier 5 that's how it used to be. But this is tier 6 now. And so tier 6 with a tier 5 gun? No way. It's going to be the... It's more famous for its derp gun. And obviously you'll have premium rounds. So, I think out of all German scout tanks, this is kind of the best thing they got. Because the next one is absolutely terrible. This is a tier 7, right? Tier 7 scout tank. Look at it. Just, I know I don't have it, but just look at it. What is horribly hideous about this thing? And any of you watching, right? You've looked at it, right? What's so similar about it? Oh wait, it's the same frickin' chassis. It's the same frickin' chassis of the Panther 7. Calm. Okay, I'm back. The Panther tank. Now, God only knows why Germany thought of this. I'm not surprised if they took them to the bloody camps and shot them, because it was an absolute terrible, terrible design. Your tier 7 scout in a massive chassis with a woefully inadequate gun. Oh, and what's the extra insult, you may ask? What could make this tank suck even more so? Well, you see. Some people out there think that some tanks are better off when you get kills to try and, get themselves grinded up. Now, you're looking at the stats of this thing, and I'm kind of waiting, because there's this god-awful thing that you've got to do before you can have any kind of decent amount of weapons on this thing. Can you guess what it is? Yes! Yes, oh yes, you've got a tier 3 gun on a tier fucking 7! Ah! Why? Why would you have a tier 7 with a tier 3 gun? It's like giving a soldier a dummy gun. It's like, we've spent 6,000, pounds on a proper rifle. Actually, we've been on budget cuts, so here's a toy one from Poundland. Try flinging it at someone. It might work. Just ask them to play dead for a few seconds, and then when everyone's gone, they can get back up. Because this thing is not going to do anything. This is the gun that you get on the Lush. You get it on the VK. You get it on everything. And you shouldn't get it on this. But you do. And not only that, you've got to grind through 8,000. 8,000 experience. And then you've got to grab 5,000 experience just to be able to have access to the guns. And if you're not fortunate enough to have shot yourself in the process and left this pile of junk, you'll have to grind to grab the L48, the L58, the L28. If you haven't already on this tank, just God almighty, if any tank was meant to create people who wanted to kill themselves, this is it. It is a terrible tank. It will depress anyone who uses it, and God forbid if I do. I am never using this tank. It is terrible. The only ever redeeming factor of this thing is when you get the access to the Indian Panzer. But oh wait, you don't even have to grab the Panther. Just grab the VK, the VK01. Because I reckon even though these tanks are a little bit crap with some things, at least you don't have to go through the god-awful mess that is the German Leopard, the VK. That's your medium saving grace. This is the thing that will con you into thinking everything's going to be alright. And then it drops you right back down to Shit Creek Alley before you feel the need, before you lose the will to live. It's just that bad. Don't ever grab that tank. Really, don't. I mean, good God, it's a million. What? I'm sorry. I am so sorry to anyone who has that tank, because it's just like, well done, mate. You clearly want to kill yourself. Oh, right, okay, rant over. Sorry, that was just, it's just the worst tank. Don't ever get that, please. Good God. Right, anyway. So, there is the bad side of German tanks for you. Don't ever go down there. This is heaven. Imagine this. Everything above that is heaven. Everything down below, barring the premium, is just hell. In fact, I feel sorry for the premiums, because they're like, oh no, oh you bastards, Wargaming, you have to make us stand right. You know, the Wargaming now has to make this thing stand next to this thing. So imagine this in the garage. The thing's like, I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know him. No, go away. No. And he's like, I can scout! And you're like, no, you can't. You are a fat, evil tank. You're meant to be a medium. I can scout with my tier 3 50 mil! And you're like, oh, God. So, no, don't ever get that. Oh. Right, onto a more positive attitude now. The Russians get some tanks too. You've got a new branch line heading towards the T-34. Now, I like this new branch line. It looks interesting. It looks like, if you're not too particularly fussed about grabbing the BT-7, or if you're just an avid Russian tank collector and you just want to have all the Russian tanks in it, no, not that one, then I recommend you go for these then, because you get to have a T-60, T-70, and a T-80. Now, sometimes I do wonder whether these things are a good idea or not, because obviously the BT2, the BT7, and the A20 are all tried and tested and combat proven. All of these things are effective tanks, and it's a bit like the Chinese in a sense. The Chinese give you the option of either having tiny scout tanks which don't have much armor, not much health, a somewhat inadequate gun, I suppose. Hang on, let's have a look, see. Yeah, a somewhat inadequate gun. So the best gun on the T-34-2 and the T-34-1, right, there's that one for you. Versus a tiny tank at about that, which only has 100mm worth of gun, versus another 100mm worth of gun. It does just beg the question, because I've seen more of these than I have seen these. So evidently, people haven't really gone down the WZ-131 route. Not many, at least. I mean, I'm not an expert, so there are advantages / disadvantages, but to be honest, in my opinion, I would have grabbed the Type 58, T-34-1 and 2, because they make a lot more sense. Yes, you'll grind a little faster through these things, but these things evidently are designed quite well, if they're that good. And also you gain the ability to become a heavy tank. So my question is it really is it a good idea or not? Well, okay, there is one advantage. You can, if you're a T-70, become a SU-76, which is quite nice, because if you're not a big fan of the AT-1. But to be honest, once again, here's a question. Okay, it's not a very good tank, you don't really enjoy it, but you only have to be in it for about, what, 3, maybe 4 games? Of good games at that, and then you'll have that tank. You can sell the 81 and you've got your SU-76. So this kind of begs the question, is it all really worth it? You have to, you know, I don't really, it's something which you guys can go for, but in my opinion, I mean, don't get me wrong, these tanks look very good, but I kind of prefer these ones because I've played in these 3 and I love them. The BT2, BT7, both really good tanks. The A20 is a fantastic little scout tank. And the T-34, a bit of a disappointment once you've done the speed of the A20. You kind of expect the same thing out of the T-34, and it only gives you 56. So, anyway, on to more positive parts. Another great thing, which is quite positive, is now premium items can be bought for credits. Because for a long time, some people found that getting this was like you had gold and only like people who paid to win. There you go. And now some people may be asking in this video, well hang on, if everyone evens out the playing field, everyone's just going to grab the top tier stuff. True, but at the same time, if they're all standard players and they don't really earn that much, 20,000 a piece. Thinking about it, you click on that thing, it will improve it for that battle. Then you'll have to replace it. And 20,000 credits is not something a player can easily buy. So I reckon, despite the fact that all these things are now becoming standard for non-premium players, you still got to earn over 20,000 per game. So I reckon it's a fair balancing, because then at least now the people who are up there now can actually be taken out. So it's all fair, isn't it? Right? It's all fair, I suppose. And finally, we go to the last bit of this presentation to show what I am looking forward to the most. Now in platoons, for standard and non-premium players, you can have 3 people! Yay! That's right. This is the new way of becoming a platoon. You can have the platoon, and you can have 3 players without having to become premium. That is incredibly handy. Especially since now I can have games with Silent Daimyo and Rexasaur, and we can all join in and have properly good battles in our tanks. So there will probably be multiple videos or extra videos coming out in the future, touch wood, of us playing all 3 together, which all works out pretty great. So, thank you very much for watching that section of the video, and I think it's only fair that I play a couple of games in my Tiger, and maybe 1 game on my Tiger and 1 game in my KV1, as compensation for all those who just came in for the violence. So, yeah. Let's see how badly tiered I'm going to be. Oh, and this kind of works out, and oh my god, I'm nearly top tier. Indian Panzer! And it's on our team as well. Huzzah. Anyway, let's see you guys in game. And we're back. So, I'm top tier, which is quite impressive. There is the VK302DB. This is quite nice. We've also got an Indian Panzer, so hopefully he'll do well. And there's a Tiger. They're still going towards Suicide Alley, so, you know, whatever. But Indian Panzer is already making a march towards the town, which is good. Look at how fast he's going. He's the fastest of our group at the moment. Bloody good. Okay, that was a mistake. Damn you, Thomas the Tank Engine. Okay, so we've got an SU-100I, and we've got our bunch of tanks in the middle of that town fight area. Well, in that train yard, so... Thomas was blown apart when a bunch of T-34 tanks came into the station and crushed the fat controller. Bust my... Oh, there goes some people's childhoods. Okay, so I'm going to go help out my AMX-50 friend, because he's the top tier in this entire thing. And everyone's saying go cap, because I have to admit it's kind of probably a good idea to cap, because it won't be too long before the flankers will be able to completely overwhelm this defending area. Or at least, yeah, cover cap, which makes sense, to be honest. Right. Now, some people may be asking, in some aspects, why... Oh, shit! It's a 152. The question is, can I catch him whilst he's moving? Or is he just going to be completely aiming for me? So, he's there. He's probably waiting for an unfortunate tank. I'm not going to make that mistake. Please, T20, could you spot that guy for me? Nope. Right, he's not looking, he's not looking, he's not looking, he's not looking. Bang! How did I miss? How the bugger did I miss? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bang! There's another solid hit. This thing is the kind of reason why I'm terrified of that. Ah! Oh my god, that was close. That was frightening. Even Santa's like, ho 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 ho, that's shit. That was close. Oh, that was close. Right, okay, so we're surrounding those tanks, and the game is looking like it's going in our favour. So I am now going to go into the fray, kicking ass, taking names. We have just lost our ISU-152, but we have just completely annihilated their opposing team. This is good news. It's actually weird. I'm doing rather well in this match. Normally I'm dead by now. Huzzah. I must be learning. Shock. Okay, a T-26E4 is currently struggling against a bunch of enemy tanks. I'm going to try and do what I can to get to him as fast as possible, but I am in a Tiger 2. This thing doesn't really have speed. The Indian Panzer lives, and it would appear that we are capping, so I might not get to him in time before the game is up. Now, does he have the proper top gun? I reckon a few people are probably going to be... is he alive still? Okay, no. Is he still alive? Yes, he is. So the game is pretty much up. We are completely decimating them now. I'm going to charge because it's a VK 302 DB. Dun da 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 dun 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 diddly dee. Boom, baby! That gotta hurt. Yeah. Okay, he's gone. Did we actually lose that tank though? And a couple of easy kills now. Come on. Oh, damn you! I am hunting you down. I am not known as Crap Hunter because I'm actually crap at this thing. No, I am not going to be able to do it. Game, good game. Unfortunately, the game is up. Oh, no, I can't make it. My tank's just too slow. Damn. No, that's it. Game over. Lucky buggers on that team as well. Very lucky. I survived, which is great, but unfortunately I... What is that? Ah, new things as well. That's impressive. Damage to allies to enemy vehicle... Well, damage by allies to enemy vehicle you spotted. Okay, so... Unfortunately, I couldn't get anything majorly good, so there wasn't exactly a perfect game. But I didn't get shot, which is quite nice, and better still, I did earn something. It's quite impressive. No damage at all. That's quite impressive indeed. So, let's get into my KV-1, and we're probably going to be treated really badly for this one, but who cares? I do, but... Oh, not this map. Okay, so there's a benefit. I am top tier, but it's not. I don't really like this map. And we're back. So, my least favourite map in the entire game, and it's looking like a pretty interesting fight that's going to be taking place soon. Okay, so, yeah, I really hate this map. If we could select the ability to not use the maps, I would totally not select this one. Mainly for two reasons. First of all, because the amount of campers in this map. Unfortunately, this map actually forces you to camp. It's nothing against the players or the designers or whatever, but it's just this map forces you to camp. Especially in this game mode. So hello, there's a Crusader. Bang and oh, that was it. Didn't even need to hit that one. Okay, gonna have another shot. Bang. Nope, that goes completely wide. He's dead within a shot. Nope, no luck there, I'm afraid. T-28 is marching up towards us. We have got a Panzer II-G, and the Crusader is on the enemy bank, but... Okay, so currently Crusader is kicking ass, taking names. The other Crusader is taking damage though, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to completely fall to the other side, because I am the only other heavy tank in this grouping. So, and obviously here, spam central, so... Like I said, this is my least favourite map for this very reason. Very little activity happens, and... Okay. Maybe I might have made a bad choice. I was anticipating that our opponents... Oh, hello, we've got a Panzer II-G coming up. So, I'm going to kind of surprise the little bugger as he comes over the top, like, hello, my name's KV-1. I can hear him. Hello. What? What? That's bloody crazy. I shot you. Okay, let's not follow the T-28 then. Actually, no, this thing's probably got, like, what, tier Well, there's tier 5 tanks, so... Okay, he's gone. He's completely gone. And SU-5 was targeting him, so I'm glad I'm not going there. Okay, so... The T-28 nobly sacrificed himself, and the game is pretty much starting to... Oh, for God's sake! It's the only downside to this thing is the fact that there is little to no cover. Aha! I actually am useful for a change, which is good. Yeah, like I said, this is probably where the KV-1 will troll, because it's like, they're like, haha, we are now beating everyone, and now I'm just like, hello! I am in my KV-1. So, unfortunately, Panzer 38NA is there. They're going to try and flank. I am going to surprise the little buggers by going, hello! Now, I'm not going to go down the hill, because although I'll be able to get to them faster, it won't mean anything. Whereas if I catch them here, they have very little cover and very little maneuverability, so I could just happily go, hello, I'm a KV, bye-bye, bang. Now, I might have been spotted, I don't know, but we have a T1 Heavy here to back up just in case. If this thing could turn a little faster than a snail, I would be very much more appreciative. Hurrah! Oh, God damn it! They trolled us. Hang on. You little scheisskarls, I will get you. Dang. I have to admit, kudos to them, they actually did probably spot us. Either by artillery or either by the fact that they knew that there was some probably heavy tanks around here. So now we've lost both of our artilleries. Nope, we have one more artillery left. I don't know where he is. Don't ask me to turn this thing. I'm not going to move. Okay, so this game kind of is not going into our favour. We do have two T1 heavies. They only have one heavy, but we are losing the cap, but not for long. I will be on him. So this game isn't looking too good for us at the moment. We have been completely outflanked by a couple of Panzer 38 NA, so kudos to them, they've done a good job. But now we're here, and we're now going to assert our authority by saying, get the hell out of my property! So Wolverine's there now, and I'm just going to troll this little guy. Where is he? There he is. Right, he hasn't seen me, he hasn't seen me. Now he's seen me! He's like, ah! Oh, would you look at that, the little bastard's going to die now. Bang! What? Oh, come on, you damn mouse. Actually clicked and everything, and was like, cannot register hit. Right, they have SU-5, and the SU-5's probably going to target me, so I need to start cracking through the city, doing damage as much as possible. He knows maneuverability-wise, I am not as good as him. I don't mind wasting shells. This guy is very talented, I will give him that. Okay, well the whole point is I've been able to keep him at bay. Hate light tanks. I'm gonna blast this entire fucking settlement now. Okay, so now it's just me and the T1 Heavy. Well, great. How did I get myself into this? Little bugger should just... I'm going to aim and try and get him through the thing. He may have lost sight of me. Please, oh mother, say he... Right, there you go. Open shot for you. Right. I'm coming for you, little shit. There you are. Bang! Right. Not going to let him get away with that ever again. I'm just going to crack through this thing now. And bang! Oh, come on. Don't tell me that was that. Right. Right, this is the disadvantage to... Oh, shit. I'm dead. Don't have a fire extinguisher, but of course. And, of course, artillery will hamper onto my position, so they don't even have to bother. I kind of wish I could do damage to him. I want to be anticipating the fast reload though. Hello. Right, turret. Aim for the tracks again. Bang! Oh, you little lucky git. I can't do too much damage against him like that, but I can kill off that. So, yeah, go to hell, you bastards. I am a KV-1! This is turning out to be quite a lengthy video. I'm hoping I can do well. Obviously we got that T-50 being a troll, but... I see him. Kill him off. The artillery no longer has the ability to shoot me out of randomness. Hello. Right, he's gone. Now I am alone. No one is here, and now I have to wait for the game to pretty much either end. I'm going to try and take cover through the town. So this so far is turning out to be quite a lengthy game. They want me to go, but I'm not going to go, so... They're either going to come towards me and try and, like, kill me, or... There's the other KV-1. I missed. I have the ability to shoot.
We didn't even scratch them. Penetration.
He has the 57 mil? Nope. Oh, fucking glory. Oh, I need to kill this guy. Yeah, I'm dead. I tried, but unfortunately that Wolverine just has the advantage over me, which sucks majorly because I really enjoyed this. Let's see if I can get him. Come on, you little bastard. Good game. In fairness, I couldn't have won that really. This is the problem with the KV, is you need kind of support. But I did my best. I did my best. And I lasted a hell of a lot longer, so that T-34 player can shut the right hell up. He was I don't know. I earned the most experience out of my whole team, and I didn't see that T-34 player do very much, so I'll happily tell him to shut up. Well, that was quite a long game, to be honest. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but I did quite well. I got how many kills? 3. Was able to do well, so pretty cool. And yeah, so that was a pretty good game. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you like this kind of content, let me know in either feedback or comments, ratings, and all that. Feel free to do that if you liked it. I also have a Rome Total War series going on, so if you guys like Rome Total War, feel free to check that out. And yeah, all this all helps the fun machine, so do help out on that one. This is Crap Hunter signing out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.